Let us begin with the second part of history, lesson number 2, hunters and gatherers. See students, in the first part of history lesson number 2, I have explained you the evolution of human being, that is from an ape. According to the Charles Darwin theory of evolution, it showed that human beings evolved from a family of primates which includes monkeys and apes. Then, in the early stages, humans led a primitive life of hardship and struggle. And later, as if they didn't have any permanent shelter, they lived in caves or they traveled and moved from one place to another. They were basically hunters and gatherers. They only hunted animals and gathered fruits, roots, and nuts to eat. They had covered their bodies with the barks of trees or the leaves and the skin of animals, and generally their shelters were rock shelters, that is the caves. Also we learnt about the Stone Age, which was beginning from 1.9 million BCE up to 2000 BCE, and this Stone Age was divided into three stages, especially Paleolithic or the Old Stone Age, Mesolithic or the Middle Stone Age, Neolithic or the New Stone Age, and later, hence the human beings started using copper, hence this was also called as Chalcolithic Age or the Copper and the Stone Age. So, in short, we learnt about the different stages of Stone Age. Also, we learnt about Paleolithic Age and the lifestyle of human beings during the Paleolithic Age. We also learnt about the different ways of chipping stone, means how the human beings made stone tools, that is different ways of chipping stones. There were two methods, direct method or hammering method, indirect method or pressure flicking method. So this much we have learnt in part 1. Now let us begin part 2 from art and architecture, discovery of fire, invention of wheel, Mesolithic Age, Chalcolithic Age and Neolithic Age. Art and architecture. Towards the end of the Old Stone Age, that is the Paleolithic Age, beautiful cave paintings began to appear at various sites around the world like Altamira in Spain and Lascaux in France. So, when archaeologists discovered various sites of Paleolithic human beings, they found that there were many cave paintings of that period. Especially in India, more than 450 painted rock shelters, means caves, have been found in Bhimbetka, which is about 45 kilometers from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. So, these paintings were very attractive, and it showed the scenes from everyday life of human beings, what they did daily. That was shown in the paintings, like they did hunting, riding horse, dancing, performing religious rituals, then women grinding and preparing food, children running and jumping. All these paintings were seen in the caves, and these are called as cave paintings. So, of the Paleolithic period and the Mesolithic period, many cave paintings have been discovered by the archaeologists. So, what is the speciality of these paintings? That is, their colors which were used in the paintings of that time, still that colors are as it is, and especially the colors were red, green, white and ochre. And why these paintings or the colors have remained intact till now? Because it was made from various rocks and minerals, and they were natural colors. And also they must have added some sticky substance inside this powder of rocks or minerals to make it a liquid form, like resins from the trees. So this liquid must have been added, and so we can see the paintings, such beautiful paintings still today we can find in India when we go to see. It is in Bhimbetka, and about 450 caves are painted with such paintings, and these paintings hold significance that they show the lifestyle of the Paleolithic man and also of the Mesolithic man. So this was discovered when the archaeologists were finding out or excavating the various sites. Second thing is about discovery of fire, children. See, now we know that fire, we just use a lighter or we just use a matchbox and light the fire. But it was not easy when it was discovered. This is the first discovery and first very most important discovery of human beings. It is a discovery of fire, and how they must have discovered fire, it must have been accidentally. Like suppose they were making, I told you in the previous part 1 that they were making stone tools. So while rubbing the stones, whenever we rub the stones, there it creates a spark. So same way it must have been happened at that time, that the human beings were making stone tools. I told you in the first part also, they made stone tools by two methods: direct method, hammering method, and indirect method, that is the pressure flicking method. So might be that time a spark must have come out of these two rubbing of the stones, and it must have fallen on dry grass which was scattered around, and that got fire. So first human beings got afraid, but then they came to know that this fire was the most important part of their life, and they used it in different ways. So discovery of fire is considered as the most important discovery of the Paleolithic men. And how they used the fire, how they could have used the fire, they could have used fire for protecting them from wild animals. You know that in a jungle, if we lit the fire, the wild animals won't come near us. So fire protects us from wild animals. Then it could have kept them warm, means they could have provided with warmth, or we can say heat and light during the night time. Also this must have used to cook the food. Now how they got the idea of cooking food? Might be in this fire a raw meat. They see the first hunters and gatherers only ate raw meat. Whatever they hunted the animals, they just ate them directly. But might be accidentally what must have happened, that a piece of meat, raw meat, must have fallen inside the fire, and when they removed it from the fire, it was roasted. And when they must have eaten this roasted meat, they found that it was very tasty. Also they found that it was easy to digest, and its taste was very good than the raw meat. So they started cooking food with the help of fire to roast meat. Also it helped to light up the dark caves. See, the caves always are dark. When we go inside the caves, it is covered on all the sides with a rock. So this dark caves could have been lightened up with the help of fire. So discovery of fire was the human beings' most important discovery, and they could have used this fire in these different ways. The third thing is about invention of the wheel, children. See, invention of wheel is the most important discovery, and it changed the entire lifestyle of human beings. How? They could have transported the goods, or they could have transported the human beings from one place to another. I told you they were nomads. In the first part I told you that they were nomads, means they traveled from one place to another in search of food, and always they went by walking or just riding on the horse. Now they came to know that we can use this wheel to transport the goods also, and to carry the human beings from one place to another. So how this also could have been made? Invention of wheel was also accidental. Might be they must have found a log of wood ka bada tukda, log of wood rolling, and they got the idea that this rolling of the wood can be useful in making the wheel. So this is also discovery of wheel, or invention of the wheel is also one of the most important discoveries of the Paleolithic period or the Old Stone Age. And so these wheels was not as we use now. They were just rough wheels cut out of the log of wood trunk or the tree trunk, and they were just used as what? Traveling. Okay, children. So now we'll come to the next topic, that is the Mesolithic age. See, children, on page 14 of the textbook, there is one map given. When you open the lesson, when you go through this video, you should also keep the textbook open. I have told you many times. So when you keep open the textbook, on page 14, you will find one map of India. In that, different sites have been marked. That is, Paleolithic sites are marked with different symbols. Mesolithic sites are marked with different symbols. Then early villages are marked. All these different sites are marked with different symbols, and on the right hand side of that page only, page 14, there is one purple box. In that, names of the sites are given. That is, Paleolithic site, Where it was found in India? Bhimbetka, Madhya Pradesh; Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh; Bori, Maharashtra; Hansgi, Karnataka; Baikbal Valley, Karnataka; Kurnool Caves, Andhra Pradesh. These are the sites of Paleolithic human beings in India. Then Mesolithic sites I am reading. Bagor in Rajasthan, Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, Koldiva in Uttar Pradesh, Moregaon in Maharashtra, Isampur in Karnataka, Manki, Karnataka, Atirampakkam, Tamil Nadu. These are the sites of Mesolithic men. Then the third is Neolithic sites, that is Chiran, Bihar, Daujali heading Assam, Barzahom, Jammu and Kashmir. And the last is the Chalcolithic period, that is the copper and stone period. That is, these sites were found from Brahmagiri, Karnataka, Navdatoli, Madhya Pradesh, Nevasa, Maharashtra. Also on that page, children, page 14 of your textbook, you will see one case study about the Paleolithic sites in the Deccan of Hansgi. What is written there? That why people started living in the Hansgi and the Baikbal valleys of Karnataka. When you read this box, you will come to know that Hansgi is situated in the fertile plain between which river? Krishna river and its tributary Bhima. So tributary means a small part of the main river. The small other part of the main river, that is a Krishna, is the main river and its part is Bhima. So between these two rivers there is a place called Hansgi, and it is very fertile because whenever a place is near a river valley, it is very fertile. So excavations have revealed that Paleolithic habitation, factory sites, means factory means what factory? Stone tools. Tools were prepared at that time. So that is called as what? Factory sites, which possibly supplied water to the people. Why the people used to stay there? Because two rivers were there, land was fertile, so people started living near the river to get the facility of river water. So which are the factors that people started living in that area? First of all is availability of perennial water source. Now what is perennial water source? Perennial rivers means what? That is they flow throughout the year. And what is called as what? Seasonal rivers are what? That is they only get water during the rainy season. But perennial rivers are what? Always there is water, whether it is a rainy season or summer season, the rivers are filled with water. These rivers are called as perennial river. Perennial water source was river Krishna. Then the availability of raw materials in the form of limestone. Limestone matlab chuna jo bolte, white. So that was available in plenty in Karnataka, Hansgi Valley. Availability of wide variety of plants and animals. See children, when the land is fertile, there are lot of plants and animals living there. So people were hunters and gatherers, means hunting the animals and gathering the fruits and roots. So naturally they got plants and animals as food from that area. And they also got the protected nature of the valleys. Now what is this protected nature? That is, they were in between the two rivers and they were always protected and no one could attack them. And what they did there, what is found from there, that is, they must have made only stone tools. Which stone tools have been found from that site, Hansgi site? Hand axes, cleavers, scrapers, knives and blades. All these have been found from that valley and they were made from stones. These tools were used means what? They must have been used for what purposes? Hunting, killing, skinning of the animals, digging the roots, tubers, etc. Means digging करने के लिए, hunting, killing, animals की skin निकालने के लिए. All these were done with the help of stone tools. A small rounded tool called end scraper was used to scrape hides. Scrape मतलब छिलका निकाला, यानी उस टाइम पर लोग क्या निकालते थे? Skin, animals की skin, which was used as their clothing. It had a bone handle. At some sites, a large number of tools made from limestones have also been discovered. These sites might have been used as habitation, cum factory sites by the early people. So early people means what? Paleolithic people. These sites were discovered. So refer page 14 for the map of India and also the case study, that is of the Hansgi Valley in Karnataka. Now let us begin with the Mesolithic age. Mesolithic age means the middle stone age. Meso means middle, lithic means stone age, and this period lasted from about 10,000 BCE till around 8,000 BCE, and this period is a change, means it is between Paleolithic age, means old stone age, and when the human beings were about to go in Neolithic age. So that middle period is called as Mesolithic period. In India, from where we get these sites of Mesolithic period? Manki in Karnataka, Bagor in Rajasthan, Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, and so on, etc. And also, how do we come to know that Mesolithic period is this? Because it was three types of sources we can get to know. That is the tools, the stone tools which they used, how it was different from the Paleolithic period. इससे पता चलता है कि ये Mesolithic का tools है और Paleolithic के कैसे tools थे? Rough tools, core tools. मतलब जैसा उन लोग stone से बनाते थे same original tools, और Mesolithic में they polish the tools. So this is the difference of Paleolithic tools and Mesolithic tools. Second is domestication of plants and animals, then the houses, paintings, burials, and all these things we will come to know about the Mesolithic age. So which type of tools were used? Microlith. Micro means very small. Micro का मतलब होता है very small, and liths means stones. So very small stone tools like the blade, ranging from 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Also like bone tools और wood tools, small tools, एकदम छोटे tools. जो काम बड़े tools से नहीं हो सकता है, कितनी बार वो छोटे tools से होता है. So human beings अभी थोड़े develop हो गए. They started developing themselves. So from Paleolithic, that is the old stone age, they used big stone tools. Just they threw the stone to hunt the animals. But now they must have got idea after such a long period of transition. Means Paleolithic period was the longest period, children. The Paleolithic period lasted from about 1.99 million years up to 10,000 BC. So people must have learned so much in that age, and now in Mesolithic age they learned how to make small tools. So this is the difference of Paleolithic tools and the Mesolithic tools. So this shows that these tools show that the earlier period compared to the earlier period, now they had more efficient and improved type of tools. So अभी tools का जो जैसे आज अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी है, we can see जो 10 years से पहले हम लोग मोबाइल या टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करते थे, now if we see the smartphones and all that, so there is a vast difference. Means our technology is improved, we have become more advanced. In the same way, if we compare the tools of the Paleolithic period and the Mesolithic period, we will come to know that so much advance or so much progress is there in the making of these tools. So this is the tools of the Mesolithic. Meso में याद रखना microlith. Which type of tools were used in Mesolithic period? Microlith. Microlith means very small tools, but they were very sharp. Second point is domestication of plants and animals. See, now people started living in one place. Why they started living in one place? Because now they kept animals with them. Animals को पालना. That is called cattle rearing. So, and also they got few idea about few crops. Not all the crops, but they must have seen that they must have eaten something, fruits, and they must have thrown the seeds here and there. So the crops must have, or the plants must have grown in that place. So they came to know that if they sow something inside the ground, some new plant will come from that place. So they got the idea of growing plants. And also they tamed animals. Why they tamed animals? Because they came to know that only hunting is not enough. We can even tame the animals for our use only. So this was the advancement of the brain of the human beings, that instead of only hunting the animals, now they started domesticating of animals, and these animals were useful to them in many ways. So which two seeds they got? Barley and wheat. These two grasses they started growing, then they got the grains, and might be they must have used as their food. And the first animal they tamed was the dog. See, you know, dog is the most faithful animal. So they got the idea that they can tame the dog, and they domesticated that dog, which they used during the hunting time. And dog, you know, they will sense the danger, and in advance only they sense the danger, and when they sense the danger, they will warn the human beings that there is some danger in the front. So dogs were used during the time of hunting, and they also guarded them. These dogs guarded them from the wild animals. Suppose wild animals came to attack the human beings, then the dogs already gave them some signs of danger, and human beings got protection from wild animals also. The next point is the first houses. You know that Paleolithic man only traveled from one place to another. They were just nomads. Now when they are growing crops, now when they are domesticating animals, so now they need house also to stay at one place. So they built rock shelters, or the original caves which were there. That was the first house of the human beings. Primitive houses. सबसे पुराने घर क्या थे? Caves. What was that? Caves. Or they made some houses also, sometimes they made with sticks, twigs and mud. So first their original houses were of caves, which was called as rock shelters, and later on people got the idea of building homes with the mud, sticks and small twigs. The next topic is painting. As I told you in the earlier this topic, that paintings have been discovered from the caves, and these paintings, the main colors used were red and white. And India, we have found out paintings from Bhimbetka, that is of the Mesolithic period. And what these paintings depict, the lifestyle of the human beings of that time, their religious practices, their dances, their hunting, their growing crops, or the women preparing food, or the children playing. All these are depicted from the paintings. And the last is the burial. Burial means jahan see, human beings that time also they died. So these dead bodies of human beings, they got the idea. In Paleolithic man, they didn't get any idea that if any human being is dying, they kept the body as it is and they moved ahead. But now when they are staying at one place and any human being or any of their family member died, they buried them inside the ground, and that places are called as what? Burials. And how do we come to know that? On that burials, big stones are kept, and inside that, when the skeletons have been found, archaeologists have found out the skeleton of human beings from the ground. With that skeleton, they have also found the belongings or the things of the human being. Suppose the human being or the man must have died, then his stone tools और his things were also buried in that burial. उसके जो food था, उसका ornaments था, उसके tools थे, that were also buried in that, what we say, the burial, जहाँ पे दफनाया गया था human beings. So dead bodies were buried there. So I hope children you understood till now Mesolithic period, and the last two topics are remaining now, that is the Neolithic age and the Chalcolithic age. It is very small in the textbook, children. Always keep your textbook open when you go through this video. So which is the Neolithic age? It is from the period 8000 BCE and lasted up to 4000 BCE. And some sites are discovered from Kashmir, Middle Ganga Valley and Northeast and Southeast India. I have already told you to refer to page 14 that the Neolithic sites are Chiran, Bihar, Daujali Harding, Assam, Barzahum and in Jammu and Kashmir. These are the Neolithic sites. And the tools, कैसे होंगे अब tools? Neolithic period में अब new stone age आ गया. So better than Paleolithic से better Mesolithic में, और Mesolithic से better कहाँ होगा? Neolithic में. So the more sharp, polished tools with very shining surface were made during the Neolithic period. So tools का जो advancement हो गया. And which type of tools were found in large numbers from this Neolithic site? Site मतलब वो जहाँ पर archaeologists dig करते हैं, excavate करते हैं और वहाँ पे से सब पुराने सामान निकालते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं साइट. सो फ्रॉम नियोलिथिक साइट कैसे पता चला ये नियोलिथिक साइट है? बिकॉज जो टूल्स पेलियोलिथिक साइट में से मिले थे या जो मेसोलिथिक साइट में से मिले थे उससे बहुत ज़्यादा एडवांस, मीन्स मोर एडवांस टूल्स like the axes, sickles, spears, arrowheads have been found at these Neolithic sites. And farming and herding means now totally the Neolithic man became a farmer and herder. Herder means he started keeping animals like the dog, cow, goat, sheep, etc. And he became a food producer. Just before that, what he was? Only a food gatherer. In Paleolithic age, what he was? Only a food gatherer. Only he gathered the food which he found from the ground. Now he himself started growing crops. So now Neolithic man is called as what? Food gatherer. And they reared animals for different purposes. They got milk from animals. They got meat from animals. They also got protection from these animals, means the animals which they tamed like the dog. They protected them from the other wild animals. Also they must have used these animals for going from one place to another, like the horse or donkey or so on. And the last age is what? Chalcolithic age. Now this age is described as copper stone age. Chalco means copper and lithic means stone. So copper and stone age. It is called as what? Chalcolithic age, and the period is 4000 to 2000. So copper was the first metal used by human beings. Copper was the first metal used by human beings. Remember this. And in this period also man invented wheeled cut. Invention of wheel तो पता है ना पहले हो गया था. कब हुआ था? Paleolithic में period में. but that wheel was just only rough, only to roll down. But now they use this wheel in making the cart. मतलब जैसे घोड़ा गाड़ी होती है, कैमल कार्ट होती है, वैसे they use this for making, बुलक कार्ट होती है, they use these wheels in making the cart, and they also made plow, sailboat, etc. from this wheel. So I'll just go through the summary of this lesson, children. I hope you have understood all the different stages of the Stone Age. Early humans were basically hunter-gatherers. They moved from one place to another. This is the first point. The period from 1.99 million BCE to 2000 BCE is known as Stone Age. इसको पूरे को बोला है Stone Age. And the Stone Age is divided into Paleolithic means Old Stone Age, Mesolithic means Middle Stone Age, Neolithic means New Stone Age, and one more is, I explained just now, Chalcolithic means what? Copper Stone Age. Early humans made tools of stone. See, whatever they made, it was made from stones. That is why it is called as what? Stone Age. These tools had a variety of uses. They discovered what? Fire, wheel, and so on. And also we have found old cave paintings which belong to the Stone Age. And it is found all over the world, not only in India, but all over the world at different sites. Archaeologists have discovered cave paintings. In the New Stone Age, means in the Neolithic age, now the human beings became what? Farmer and herder. And in the Paleolithic, what they were? Hunters and gatherers. And now they became what? Farmer and herder. And after the Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, the fourth is what? Chalcolithic, in which people discovered metal as their first tool. And now the advancement of human beings began, and the metal use also started, the stone use was also there. So now I hope that you understood this lesson, hunters and gatherers. Please go through the lesson. Please go through the hard words. Also refer to the dictionary if you don't understand some words. Soon I will be sending you the notes of this lesson. Copy it in your classwork book. And I am telling you again, there is one classwork book only for all the lessons of history, geography, civics. In the pink words which are given in the textbook, children, they are the meanings are given. Also what you see in the textbook, the left side or the right side, some boxes are there. That is your extra information about the lesson. Go through the India map. If you get a map of India, if you can buy a map of India, you do this map work in your notebook. Stick the map in your notebook if you get the India map. So you have to buy a plain India map and do this marking from page number 14. Also, if possible, write the case study which is given on page 14, children. The extra info paper box and the extra box which are given in the textbook are very important. Reading of textbook is very important. Then you listen to this video and then you copy the notes. In the notes, if possible, do the map work. I hope you understood this lesson. If any doubts are there regarding the lesson, you can ask on our WhatsApp group, children. Okay, children, bye. Thank you.